Well, all this week, we are talking to experts, hoping to set you up for success in achieving your New Year's resolutions. A lot of people do resolve to volunteer more in their communities, really help out, lend a hand to someone in need. Tara Lindahl is the volunteer coordinator for Operation Breakthrough, here to give us some options and some important advice. Thank you so much for coming in.
Absolutely. Thanks for having me.
Now, first, we want to talk about Operation Breakthrough. What you guys do, such a great organization here, reaching out to kids, the ones who are truly in need in our community, living in, desperate situations, and really kind of setting them up for success here.
Right. Operation Breakthrough, we are a nonprofit child care facility. We work with kiddos ages 6 weeks on up to 17 years old. And just like you said, we really try to provide their basic needs and other great things that hopefully that they will go on to live happy, successful lives.
And so what kinds of volunteers are you looking for at this point?
That's a great question. Obviously, we utilize volunteers in our classroom. So working with a baby room. Maybe you really enjoy rocking babies. Or maybe you want to work with the older kids as a tutor or even a homework helper. So there's a lot of different ways that you can work with our children. But what people probably don't know is that we also utilize volunteers in other areas of our building. So maybe it's working in our food pantry. Maybe it's going through donations. We're even looking for volunteers to do basic construction and maintenance work throughout our building. So almost anything that you can provide for us in terms of service, we can probably utilize at our center.
And I know we've got this all listed right here on your screen. Talk a little bit, though, Tara, about kind of the time commitment here. It's easy to say at the beginning of the year, okay, I want to volunteer more. I think what a lot of people don't understand is it is a time commitment. You really have to dedicate yourself to providing the time in your life to, be able to help out.
Absolutely, and that's a big part of our classroom volunteers. In fact, we ask those folks that volunteer with our kiddos to dedicate at least 8 weeks to volunteering. So that could look like maybe 3 hours once a week or once every other week, and really making an investment in our children's lives. Our kids need consistency, just as any kids do. And so making that commitment for at least 8 weeks, we really hope that you're able to really invest in our children's lives and really form relationships that are going to make a lasting difference.
And then, of course, the other thing, too, to keep in mind when you say you want to volunteer, that's very broad. There are a lot of organizations out there that need your help, so you want to make sure you pick the right one. Operation Breakthrough, obviously, if you're passionate about kids, this would be a great organization to volunteer. Maybe if kids aren't your area, find something else that's better suited.
Absolutely. Take some time, do some research. Almost every organization has a website these days, so kind of find out what are some of the things that you can get involved in, what are some of the commitments or the requirements that are involved for different agencies, and really figure out what do you want to give. Just like you said, if you don't enjoy children and working with children, Operation Breakthrough might not be the place for you. So really take some time and do some research.
And it'll be a lot easier to dedicate that time when you're doing something that you're passionate about.
Absolutely.
All right. Well, Tara Lindahl, volunteer coordinator for Operation Breakthrough, is here. Here's her contact information. If you are passionate about kids and want to help out this great organization here in our area, there's all the information you need to know. This is all available to you as well on NBCActionNews.com.